Okay, so back by popular demand, we're doing Berserk, and it's the Eclipse time, baby. Yep, things are about to get real, real freaky. Things are about to get real fucked up. So yeah, I did the previous 2 chapters. Griffith is in the depths of despair. His dreams were shattered, and he's at his lowest point. He just attempted an unaliving action, and now he'll be reborn. It looks like he's being born out of the Behelit, like the egg is hatching and he being reborn. Yes. If you're watching, you might already know. You probably already know what's going to happen. Sort of reminiscent of the time that he's actually reborn into the physical world through the egg-shaped apostle. But yeah, where we left off, just attempted unaliving, and then because the God Hand has to take advantage of him at his lowest point, because they know that they're most likely to do a sacrifice if they're desperate, right? Because they know when the time is right. Just discovers his old Behelit that had been lost when captured. It somehow ended up in this lake, far away from the capital where he lost it. Yeah, somehow, all in the current of causality. It will return to your hand, because that's how it is. Use it. Call them our guardian angels. Recalling all the times he's been told by apostles about the nature of the Behelit, the God Hands, hints that he's got. Ooh. Ooh. There's nothing but the winds. Ooh, must be a very haunting moment, right? He knows. He sort of knows what's about to happen, right? But he's like, not even he knows extent. Griffith! Griffith! Was it me, the one who drove you? Was I the one who brought all this up upon you? Kind of, but could you really blame him? So yeah, Guts had every right to leave Griffith, right? But why exactly did he leave? It's like, it's complicated, because like Griffith is just, I mean, Guts is just like a lone wolf, right? He's always got to be on his own, right? But he had a place in the Band of the Hawk, and like, you know, things fell apart like immediately after he left, right? Not just because of Griffith, but he was an important part of the band. He was a leader. He was the captain of the Raiders, right? And Casca, how could he leave Casca too? And for a whole year he was just like hanging out in the woods with Godo and the girl Erica, right? I mean, they're a nice little group, a little family. A nice, like, yeah, home away from, but like, he's just there training for a whole year. Like, you could probably train even better if you're like with a bunch of other skilled, experienced warriors. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll get some answers later, right? Also, it's on Griffith to not like fall apart. Griffith was like way too connected to Guts, right? But I mean, hey, his feelings are valid, right? He's gotta. Yeah, I mean, it's fine that he felt that way, but you know, we'll say Griffith did nothing wrong. The one thing he definitely did wrong was fuck the princess, right? The princess was the one girl he couldn't have. He probably could have had any other girl. He probably should have just fucked Casca, right? Because Casca sort of wanted to be with Griffith. He could have they could have had like a hot three-way with Casca and Judo and Griffith, because Griffith is kind of gay, right? He's like bisexual or something, pansexual, but he's gay for Guts though, I think, right? Who knows if he'd be gay for Judo? Because Judo definitely liked Casca. I mean, spoilers. We'll get to that. He could have just had like, it turns the whole Band of the Hawk into like the polyamorous orgy, but no, he had to fuck the princess. He could have fucked any of those court girls that were fawning over him, the ones wearing all those fancy dresses in the Hall of the King. Yeah, that's the one thing Griffith did wrong. And of course the Eclipse. All the stuff that happens in the Eclipse. Yeah, it was wrong, especially the stuff with Casca. Anyways. Yeah, it's complicated. Maybe I'll get some answers. Anyways. Clop, clop, clop. Griffith, was it me? The one who drove you? Was I the one who brought all this upon you? What should I do? What do you want of me? What can I do? Once I catch up to you, what then? What then? Yeah, I don't know if you can make up for leaving him for so long. Just like, I mean, his body is broken. You can't really change that without supernatural stuff happening, of course. I mean, what Griffith wants is for Guts to stay, right? Because Guts is the only person he considers his friend, right? Because Guts is the only one who is his equal in his mind. And of course, he's sort of maybe gay for Guts. Maybe gay in like a platonic way. Like, he's just really good friends. Oh my god, they were roommates, right? Oh my god, they were comrades. They were comrades on the field of battle. Yeah, they're just two dudes, two sexy dudes, just killing other dudes together. Huh? Sound of dimming lights. Uh-oh. What the? It's the Eclipse. That was careless. I never thought we'd be overheard by him. This will just drive Griffith further into a corner. How thoughtless of me. Yes, Griffith overheard Casca and Guts talking, and Casca saying Guts should leave and go do his own thing. Which is the one thing that Griffith does not want, right? Griffith wants them to stay. I think Casca was saying she would take care of Griffith and stay with him, even though Griffith was sort of like sexually assaulted her. Yeah, it would be nice if Guts stayed, and you know he could have stayed with Casca and Griffith, but nah. He deserves to live his own life and do his own thing, right? Now that Griffith is kind of useless, just a cripple now. Anyways, yeah, people dislike Griffith, and I get why, but like, he's just a soft boy. He's very sensitive, okay, and that sort of sensitivity comes along with like the genius, the brilliance of him. You can't have one without the other, right? There he is. Oh, hey, look, what's happening? Oh, Notice all the other dudes in the Band of Hawk. They're like background characters, but they all have a distinct look. That's one of the best parts about like this manga, that like every individual is unique, even all the background characters without a name. Oh. Even Griffith notices, oh shit, that's a bad omen. Eclipse. It's happening. Oh. Yep. Back in the days, people didn't know what an eclipse was, because they didn't know about, like, they thought the sun and moon were gods, right? So it's like maybe they thought the gods were battling each other, or they knew it's a bad omen. That's a solar eclipse. Could this be? And this is back in medieval times, so they know the difference between a solar and a lunar eclipse, but like they don't know what causes it. For all they know, it could be the gods sending a sign. Could this be? What does Guts think it could be? A bad omen or a natural? Oh. Oh shit. Was that blood already there? Was that the blood of him cutting himself in the neck? The behelit. The thump. The thump. Oh, it's waking up. Its eyes are opening. Griffith! 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 Yamero Griffith! Clop, clop, clop. Griffith! Stop! Yamero! Splish. Splash, splash. Uh-oh. Yeah, Griffith sorta knows what's about to happen. Ah! Smack, smack. Stay away. Ha! Ha! Stay away. Ah! Ah! Stay away! He knows they're about to be sacrificed. Stay away! Ah! He's trying to warn them. Oh, this is a good shot. Right. With the eclipse as a background. Oh, wow. He's so skinny. On the verge of starvation. Oh. And they notice eerie figures in the background. The beginning. So now that we know about like the interstice, are these people like emerging out of the interstice, or Guts and the crew are going into the interstice and sort of leaving the physical world? Because like the lake is still here and everything, so like they're sort of in the physical world. They're in the interstice between the physical and the astral world. They'll soon be entering the astral plane. Ooh, all these dudes look creepy as hell. Fat, or they're skinny or whatever. Is there ever just like a normal looking apostle? I guess Griffith is pretty normal looking before he becomes an apostle. But like, yikes. Yeah, Griffith is the only one who like retains his humanity after he becomes his apostle, or at least appears to, because like, yeah, all these things look like monsters in human form, right? Like Zod, when he's in his human form, he doesn't really He does not look human at all, but like he's in a human form, right? This thing, look at those teeth. Look at this dude. Fucking fat nose. Oh, and the little ones. The little ones are creepy as hell, too. I don't know which is worse, the big ones or the little ones. Who are they? When did they? Pursuers! The Midland Army? Nah, not these guys. You think these guys look like an army to you? These naked, freaky looking fuckers? Nah. They're not here for them. Shiver. Shiver, shiver. I don't know, but they're dangerous. Oh yeah. That's easy to tell. Griffith! Griffith! Stay away. Yeah, you can play a drinking game every time they yell, Griffith! Stay away. Clop, clop. Stay away. If you touch me now, if you put your hand on my shoulder now, no, don't touch him. Don't do it. Gonna be Guts who triggers it. Wait, what if they don't touch him? Will they just like... Will they not go into the astral plane? If you touch me now, I'll never. This is the best shot you get of his face, right? Because he's wearing the helmet this whole time. Who knows? Maybe he's ashamed to show his face because he's like, his face is all fucked up now. Did they cut off his hair too? Maybe he was proud of his hair, so cutting off his hair was like another torture for him. Actually, was his hair like extending out of his helmet when he wore it as a human? Ooh, and you got one with tits. Nice. He's saying, I'll never be human again? I'll never. Because he knows, he sort of knows he's gonna become a demon. You could just say no, you know, Griffith. If you don't want to sacrifice everyone, you can just say no. Maybe he knows it'll be impossible to resist. I'll never again with you. I'll never again with you. I'll never again get to be your friend, or because he knows. I'll never again do what with you? He notices the Behelit. Oh, the face is forming. The face is forming, then it opens his eyes and then starts crying. Crying tears of blood. Oh god. Look at this thing. Creepy as hell. Why does it make this face? If it's alive, and it has like, because it went ba-thump earlier, I wonder what it's thinking, what it's feeling. Is it sad that this is all happening, or does it want it to happen? Because this is its life's purpose, right? This is why it's alive, to summon the demons. It really fucked up if like it knew what it was doing, what its purpose was, but it hated it. It's like, oh god, what have I done? Why do I exist? Oh god, what is my purpose? You summon demons to sacrifice humans. Oh my god, what am I? Yeah. Ah, or is it just mad? Has it been driven mad? Is it just insane? Probably because it's like, why do I exist? Why? Ah. Oh, here you see the physical world yielding to the interstice, or to the astral world, right? Because they're going past the interstice into the astral plane. Whoosh. Starting with Griffith. Yeah, I wonder if there's a trigger. You gotta touch the person to enter the. Well, these guys are also entering astral. Maybe the touch is the trigger to for the astral world to take over that particular area. Oh. Spreading. Oh. This world is just made up of faces. Made up of the damned. Oh, this one is a skull. I wonder why. Because like all these other... this one's a skull. Maybe they've been here for the longest. Because all the other guys have faces. Maybe they're newer. They're still like, oh god, what am I? People say this is in hell, but like they show hell later, and that's a different thing. But this is sort of like the hell that they show, the vortex, right? Bunch of faces. Are these the faces of the people who are in hell? I mean, this is very hellish land. Gone. Every one of them has its own. Oh god. Oh, and Pippin opens his eyes. He's one of those characters that always has his eyes closed, except for when things get serious. Oh god. What is this? What's happening? Oh god. And they're on hills, which are actually giant faces made up of smaller faces. Orcus always has the funniest look on his face. Ooh, oh, now look how big these faces are. I wonder. Eclipse ends. I wonder if this is a face of any one in particular, because like these faces are made up of tinier human-sized faces. Oh. Yeah, this seems like it's hell, where like all the damned souls are sent to suffer. They're just like, they just exist as like ghosts with faces and. Yeah. Look at this. And the eclipse is still there. Is this the horizon right here? Yeah, I wonder how long this goes on for. Maybe in the astral worlds, things like time and space exist differently. Then Griffith soaking wet. And he knows he's going to have to make a choice. I think in the anime, instead of I'll never, he says, you'll all be. If you come closer, you'll all be. And then I think he's saying you'll all be sacrificed. He knows. It's very simple, really. Guts has always made Griffith lose sight of his dream. On the night Guts left, Griffith lost his mind and made the worst decision of his life with the Princess Charlotte. In prison, Griffith constantly thought about how, in comparison with Guts' dream of obtaining the greatest piece of junk, a kingdom of his own, seemed insignificant. Wait, really? Is it really that simple? I mean, he he still wants to get his own kingdom. He still pursues his dream after he becomes Femto. He does not try to like repair his relationship with Guts at all, right? Maybe he knows that there's no point because Guts hates him. Also, was it on the night Guts left that Griffith went and fucked Charlotte? I thought that was in the winter and it looked like springtime almost. When the sex scene with Charlotte happened. Maybe yeah, maybe there was some time in between. But yeah, maybe Griffith was fucking other girls in the interstice, but then he's like, nah, I gotta have the princess. I gotta have go for the one thing I can't have. So in the last chapter, Griffith decided what he wants is to continue pursuing his dream even after his mutilation. Then along comes Guts in pursuit, the only person who can turn Griffith from his path. So Griffith's sitting there watching his only weakness run up. He realizes that if Guts touches him, he'll never be able to muster up the determination to strive for his goal ever again. The resulting despair triggers the Behelit and initiates the Eclipse. Oh, right. The despair is what initiates is what triggers the Behelit. Yeah. As an aside, it does look like the only despair of chosen beings. Only the despair of chosen beings can activate a Behelit. Of all the times you see a Behelit activation, the factor remains constant. The count when he's unable to kill his wife, about to commit suicide. The count when he realizes his life is about to expire this chapter. A future activation I won't talk about for uh-oh. Wait, are they talking about the Moth Girl or something else? Something further. Something I haven't gotten to yet. It's funny that if Guts just let Griffith crawl away and die in a hole somewhere, all his future sufferings could have been averted. This too is a part of causality. Yes, it's all a part of causality. Don't think about like, oh, if only this had happened or if only this hadn't happened, things would have turned out okay. Nah, it's all within the flow. I read it like, Griffith, stay away. You put your hand on my shoulder, I'll never be again equal with you, or I'll never again be friends with you. I'm about to say the same thing. Felt like Griffith was one comforting other and helping, but never comforted by another, so he believed that being comforted by others would mean he isn't their friend, equal anymore. I thought the only one he thought he considered himself equal to was Guts. Yeah, Guts is his only weakness, because Guts is the only one he considers like an equal. Yeah, and Guts is his weakness because he wants something from Guts, but he can't. He knows he can't have it. Even though Guts does care about Griffith, as we've seen. He's very distraught about how Griffith turned out, and he's like, what could I have done to change things? What could I do to make things better? But no, things are past that point now. Fortunately. So Griffith decided he still wants to pursue his dream. That's why he ran off with the cart. Then comes Guts, the only person who can turn Griffith path. Yeah, this guy says it's very simple, really, but it's kind of not. Yeah, is Griffith just running away, or is he running, just blindly pursuing dream in whatever way? Dan. Because he sort of gets a sign, sort of gets a vision, then like, hey, go this way if you want to get to that castle. He realizes if Guts touches him, he'll never be able to muster up the determination to strive for goal. Oh, he's saying that, yeah, Guts is the one who can turn him back. Guts is the one who can, like, who can get him to turn back, and he knows that, like, once Guts touches him, then the despair of, like, knowing his dream is unachievable. Okay, I'm not reading all. When he gotta stop yo homie from doing some dumb shit. Griffith! Hold on, I can do it. Griffith! Yamero Griffitsu! And this one, he's sort of standing up. He's like, giving him a little too much credit. Griffith! So funny, I didn't have to laugh. I have to go do my own thing. Fair enough. Autistic dreaming. This is kind of... yeah. Autistic dreaming instead of screaming. I guess Griffith still can scream. Yeah, Griffith is, like, neurodivergent in some way, right? Probably. Yeah, the real most oppressed minority. The autists. But that's why he's so brilliant, right? He's very needy, but that's because, like, that comes along with, like, being a genius. Because you can't deny that he is brilliant. He was able to, like, become a legend even as a human. But yeah, that genius comes at the cost of, like, his emotional neediness and clinginess and, like, sensitivity. What a moment. This guy makes a sketch each chapter. Griffith, you have to deal with it. I'm straight. I'm sorry. Sumanai Griffitsu. I do not want to fuck you. So dubiously at this point. I'm straight. Sorry, Griffith, I can't do it. I can't be your boyfriends. It's just not gonna happen. So this is gonna end well for everyone, right? Oh, sweet summer child. Alright, in the previous chapter I saw comments that are like, why do I get the feeling that something really bad is about to happen? And Mirpod's like, oh, you sweet summer child. You're so innocent. You have no idea. Oh gosh. Yeah, this will be a good time to stop reading if you're too sensitive. Now, yeah, right now would be a good time to like just say, hey, this has been a good manga. Time to go read Chainsaw Man or something. When his dream collapses, death will come to pay you a visit. A death you cannot escape from. Was that the line from Zod? When his dream collapses, death will come to pay you a visit. A death you cannot escape from. Yeah, it was the dream collapsing that caused the trigger. But, yeah, Guts always struggling against fate. Always been the cursed child who, was dealt the worst hand by fate. He still survives. Once his ambition crumbles. I guess the translation. Translation can be, different sometimes. Best party in Midland is about to start and everybody's invited. What the fuck is going on and why do I have the feeling everyone is going to die? How you feeling now? Why do we have the feeling? Well, yes. If fate had its way, everyone would die, right? But, But Griffith is always, Guts is always struggling against fate. Yeah, he's the one man who can defy destiny. And here we go. All it takes is a little push. You know, Eclipse is kind of like gravity. So activating a Behelit is just like gravity. All it takes, little push. Wow, so this is a love story. Just ignore this gay love story. How, and you think Griffith at some point could be jelly over Casca? Guts fucked Griffith up entirely just by quitting the Hawk. Which fucked Princess because he wants him to release his anger, not his lust. Where he, when he casts away his life to save Guts. Cast his life away. If Griffith loved him only himself, he wouldn't do that for him. When did he cast his life away to save Guts? Mira has said he sort of views it that way. I don't want to... Oh shit, what is it? This is from Dark Souls. The Dark Souls series was very inspired by Berserk. It even has the Dragon Slayer Ultra Great Sword. So yeah, this is a love story, and it's going to have a happy ending when Griffith fully transitions back into a human being, and then Guts forgives him, realizes that he did something wrong. Something's wrong, but he should be forgiven. And then Casca forgives him, and they all have a hot gay threesome together, with Griffith in the middle, of course. The Griffith haters are not gonna like that, but that's how it's gonna end, okay? Mark my words. Yeah, I am a Griffith stan. Griffith did nothing wrong. Hello. Nice little fairy ass. And thighs. I love how the fairies are naked. I know they call them elves, but I'm gonna call them fairies, because I think they are called pixies at one point. Call them pixies. The Promised Time, chapter 74. Clatta, 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 clatta. Hey, you! Hey! Huh? We're here. The border. This is Rickert, the only surviving member of the other group of Band of the Hawk. He's sort of, yeah, he's seen the monsters, been properly traumatized. Thank you for all your trouble. Will you be alright? Hoy, hold up a moment. Take this with you. It's medicine. Our troop's secret remedy. It works on wounds, fevers, stomach aches, anything. You look like you're about to collapse any minute. Thank you very much, troop leader, sir. For everything, really. Guess we all know that it's fairy dust. Collected from, Puck. Puck is the one traveling with it, guys. Yeah, spoiler alert, this troop all die, but like, you know, they're not important character anyways, but it's sad. They got some hot girls with them, right? These girls. Fortunately. I mean, it doesn't matter. Maybe not the whole troop dies, right? Maybe the hot girls live on. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Now what do you suppose was wrong with the boy? He looked pale as death. Maybe something truly frightening happened to him. Oh yeah. Something really fucked up happened. All his comrades get devoured by the apostles. Actually, we saw the Baron and the Moth Girl and some others. I don't know how they or why they all convened. You think the Baron would, like, I don't know, have more important things to do, but they were like, yeah, I gotta go fuck this kid's night up real quick. Who knows? We'll get to the Baron later. Yeah, after this I'm going to go back to the very beginning chapters of Berserk. To the Black Swordsman arc, because that's like the chronological order in which it prison. There he goes. Won't you see him off? See him off? You gotta be kidding. I gotta work on my Puck voice. The second he saw me, he freaked out like he'd seen a ghost or something. They exist sometimes, you know. Especially in cities where folks don't believe in ghosts and whatnot. I bet he's a rich kid from some cozy place in Midlands. Or else maybe he got messed with too much by some of my buds. Let's see. Perhaps we'll peek the boy's future. Ah, fortune teller with a crystal ball. What's this? What's up? An evil omen. An incredible calamity is about to occur. Oh no. You know what that is. So yeah, he freaked out when he saw Puck because he associated Puck with the Moth Girl, right? He sort of like saw a fairy looking thing on the lake when he was gathering water, and the fairy was there watching his friends get eaten, right? He doesn't know that's the fake ass fairy. That's a wannabe fairy. More of a bug than a fairy, a pixie. Yeah, these are fairies, right? They're pixies. They're not really elves. Elves are something different. Yeah, elves don't have bug wings, right? Like dragonfly wings. An incredible calamity is about to occur. And he's just seeing this now. You'd think there'd be some warning sign. The stars have gathered on that boy's path. Huge number of evil stars with a giant white star at their core. If they swirl about it, the giant white star Griffithu? Griffitsu? Giant white star. It's Kato! No, is it Rago? The giant white star is now being concealed by the moon's conjunction. Wait, the giant white star is the sun? As in the eclipse? There you go again, old lady. I don't get it. Say it a little simpler. Oh, it's in the lady, of course. The star that suddenly appears in the night sky and scares people is called Kato. Is that a real thing? The star that steals light from the sun or moon and causes an eclipse is called Rago. Along with other imaginary stars, there are ancient legends. So they're real legends. And the conjunction is a new moon. So, being consumed by the moon's conjunction. Well, it makes sense. It's a new moon because like all the light of the sun is being reflected like on the dark side of the moon. Is that how it works? Yeah. Well, it's the dark side of the moon because it's the side facing away from Earth, not because it's dark. Dark side of the moon is very bright when it's a new moon because that's the side facing the sun. That's why the new moon is dark, because the side facing Earth is not being lit by the sun. Yeah. So yeah, back in the days, nobody knew what this shit was. The star that suddenly appears in the night sky and scares people. Would that be a supernova? I mean, supernovas happen from time to time. Maybe once every few decades or centuries. There have been like recorded sightings of big supernovas throughout the millennia. Maybe some happen sometimes and they're just like never recorded, right? People are just like, oh shit, there's a new star up there. What's that shit doing up there? What he doing over there? What? And the gods made a new baby or something, or an angel gained its new wings. Yeah, maybe only the big supernovas are recorded, right? Maybe there are novas, right? There's novas and supernovas. Maybe supernovas could be really far away, so they just look like regular stars. Anyways, the star that steals light from the sun and moon and causes an eclipse is called Arago. Yeah, that's not how eclipses work. You don't steal light. Anyways, I really don't get it. Puck and his funny faces. Love to see it. If it's that bad, shouldn't we keep him from leaving? No, we mustn't. The boy has a large effect on this gathering. That he was here now itself is evidence of that. It's his fate. Yume wo. Yeah, Rickert does have an important role to play. We'll see. He grows up and becomes like the personal blacksmith of Guts, but like he sort of stays. Well, we'll see. What I can tell you is that he sort of becomes a femboy, or maybe he's trans, right? Maybe right now he's an egg, right? He looks very like he's boy moding right now, right? Yeah, he's an egg, and later he grows out his hair and looks very girly. Of course, it's hard to be trans because like there are no hormones. There's no like hormone therapy you do. So maybe he's just a femboy, maybe he's trans. But I like his look. He definitely has a glow up. I've never seen a star arrangement like this. An evil omen, a most terrible one. A sign of calamity that could enfold an entire country. No, the whole world. It does affect the whole world, and we'll see. We'll see. To interfere recklessly in one's fate, it's against my principles. Yeah, even if you interfere, wouldn't that be part of causality on its own? Yeah. The only man who can fight against fates and win is Gutsu, of course. No, it's impossible to do such a thing in the first place, of course. Everyone is how they are, how they must be. All the more if it's something that involves the whole world. After all, what determines a good omen or a bad omen is human reason. Good. Ah, yes. None are able to measure the ways of God. How are you a psychic and still believe in God? I don't know. You believe in astrology and shit. Who knows? Yeah, who is to decide what is good and what is bad? Is the eclipse good or bad? Well, it seems bad, but maybe it leads to something good. Who knows? It doesn't really. Well, Griffith is sort of becomes like the savior, but like some say he manufactured the crisis. Godlike. Anyways. Pshaw! What's the point of dressing that up? In other words, what will be will be. Yes, in simple terms, that's it. Oi, look! What's that? The sun is. Perk. Huh? Huh? What? Ah, wait, I wasn't done. That you and that boy happened to cross paths here might also be a part of God's grand scheme. Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be like a God reveal at some point. There is sort of something called God appears, but it's not really God, it's something else. Anyways. Oh, wait, what? Yes. Fairies are so, what's the word? Flitty? Is that a word? Okay, it's sort of a slang word that, the combination of the words flighty and flaky. To flit. And flaky, unreliable, eccentric, or unconventional. So, sort of. Anyways, yes, fairies clearly have tiny brains. They have monkey brains where it's like they're always jumping from one thing to another. I guess they're neurodivergent as well. Not really. Maybe they're neurotypical for fairies, right? Maybe Puck is. Maybe Puck is eccentric even for a fairy, but I think fairies are just like that, right? Man, I wish fairies existed IRL. Maybe they do. Still holding on to that. Oh, opium. An eclipse. It's ominous. I've got a bad feeling. Has something happened to everyone? Oh, something's about to happen. Now that's something you don't see every day. Like a huge hole, Timp. Hey, I thought I told you not to land on people's heads, Puck. It's not like you're getting any balder. Oh, the girls like Puck, of course. Yes, fairies are very, like that. Yes, they're very childlike and they're just having fun, you know, which is nice. Yes, elves are very childlike and they love to have fun, and I can appreciate that, you know. They're just fun little dudes. Yeah, look at this dude. He's so jolly. He's so like, yay, an eclipse. Oh my god, it's so cool. Look at me. Whee! I'll bet some big god or devil or something is speaking through that hole. Yeah. Look at me, you big devil. Look at my little fairy dance. And yeah, I love his hairstyle. Yeah, fairies have the best hairstyle. Best hairstyles, don't they? This guy's got the little tuft in the front and then a little spiky chestnut in the back. And then the ears. Oh, look at these ears. And these are elf ears, to be fair. Yeah, and later we'll see a fairy that has hair that looks like a flower, like a rose. That's hot. And they don't have any genitalia, which is nice. I wonder how they reproduce. Oh right, they're astral beings. So they're wind spirits. Pixies are wind spirits. I guess a fairy is a type of pixie. Like a fairy is a species of pixie. Something. Maybe there's some lore there. Anyways, back to the eclipse. Through the eclipse. Looks like the eclipse itself is the portal to the other dimension here. Whoosh. We'll see later, something comes out of the eclipse to enter this dimension. The eclipse that's in this dimension is the portal into it. Here we are. What happens? Oh, you can see this face is made up of a bunch of tinier faces. All the others are smooth. What's going on? Where? What's going on? What the hell? Ooh, glance. Ooh, ooh, spooky. This guy's like, oh, help me, I'm in hell. Please save me. These guys are not having a good time. If this isn't hell, I don't know what is. Well, I do know it's the vortex, but like, is this place related to the vortex? Is this like a? Is this maybe this is where the vortex leads? This is where the vortex ends up, because like it's like a whirlpool. We'll get to that though. What is this? Nandator, where the hell are we? Hey, weren't we just riding through a meadow? Weren't we? Are we dreaming while we ride along? Or else, without noticing it, did we die? Calm down. Calm down? How the hell am I supposed to calm down? Shut up! Yakabashi! Yes, Casca knows how to treat Corcus. Yakabashi! Yeah, what if you die and you don't remember that you die and you're like, what the hell happened? Keep cool. Don't dwell on what you can't understand. Do what you can do. Everyone form a tight formation. No one strays. Casca's keeping her cool. That's nice to see. Guts, get Griffith on a horse. I know. Even in a situation like this. She's quite a woman. More so than I thought. She's quite a woman. Indeed. Better than a lot of men, even at combat. Apparently, some member of the Band of the Hawks said that the only member of the band who could beat her is Griffith, and I assume Guts. Yeah, it's hard to believe that Casca is better than all the other guys. Even Pippin, actually. Is she better than Pippin? Pippin's a big dude, but maybe he's just all brute strength, right? But yes, she is very impressive. Not just for a woman. Impressive in general. For a human. Can you stand, Griffith? Huh? That's odd. That's really odd. Why is this here now? Sure he didn't have this when he rescued him. Yes, well, when the time is right, it'll come to you. And what are those? Tears of blood? The shape's different, too. That's right. At that instant, when the world went weird, when the world went Joker mode, did this do it? Yes, it's all this thing. Ugh. Oh, shit. Griffith is crying tears of blood, too. That's creepy as hell. Oof, and it's dripping off of his little helmet's nose. Ew. Griffith. Big sis, look! Eeg! 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 Ooh. Ooh. Look at this dude. It's fucking... Yeah, all these, and we even call them people, because they used to be human at one point, but then they sort of renounced their humanity to become monster. Maybe some humanity remains within them to varying degrees, but like all these dudes look like they've been driven mad by their forms. Their grotesque forms. There's like, He's really fucking mad. He's hungry. He's craving some human flesh right now. Who, who, who are they? When did they? Even the horses are freaking out. Can't blame them. Yeah, horses can get spooked kind of easily. And yeah, I bet this will do it. The time has come. All these dudes have freaky looking faces, for real. Look at this nose. What? That's not a human nose. If a human actually had a nose like this, that'll be crazy. The time has come. The time of the great nocturnal festival. The feast that happens once every 216 years. The Eclipse. Does that mean every 216 years a new super apostle is born? Maybe each time a new member of the God Hand is added, but there are 5 members now. And wasn't Berserk 2,000 years ago? Yeah, maybe a member of the God Hand get added and leave. Because, like... yeah, maybe there are internal power struggles within members of the God Hands. Right? Ooh, maybe Void. Maybe the leader of the God Hand, his name is Void. Maybe he's been around for the longest. Maybe he's the mastermind. I mean, he does have a really big brain, doesn't he? So big it's bursting out of his head. Eclipse. The Eclipse. They come. They are coming. Do not come. Do not come. The Advent. The sovereigns of the supreme beings. The advent of the 4 guardian angels. The supreme being. Yeah, it's 4 now, but Griffith becomes an equal to them. And here she is, the queen bitch of the universe herself. The promised time ends. Yeah, it looks like she's part of these faces, but no, there's no way she's the same as all the rest of these faces. Maybe she's just hiding here. Maybe this is just for dramatic effect, right? Right. This dude's dead. He's like, I'm peacing out. I don't even have a nose. So, demons, lol. Shit. Here we go again. Yeah, the demons who have been around for the last few eclipses are like, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world, Roland Heights Apostle Country. I ain't been to this chapter in 5 years, but the apostles won't give a shit. Look whose entire ass is out again. Nice. Who downvoted this? Shame on you. Yes, all the, actually, not all fairies are nudists. At least one has something resembling clothing, but yeah, Puck is just like all out. Everything is out. Just totally nudist. Yeah, this is a funny. Yeah, Puck always has the best funny faces, but this is a new one. Here's something I found. Oh shit, 216 is 6 to the power of 3, which is 6 times 6 times 6. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense, don't you see? Is that true? 36 times 6 is 36 plus 180. Yep. Yep. What's your point? 666 is supposed to be the number of Satan, number of the beast. It's in Hebrew. Gotta love me some nice puck ass. Yeah, and some nice little fairy ass. Rickert definitely got the long stick on this one. I don't know, Rickert, I mean, he wasn't physically injured at least, right? But yeah, he's, seen some shit. Back when Puck got a nice man booty, wasn't pure comedy relief. Also chestnuts, but... Well, I like the comedic relief. I mean, in a series like this, you gotta have some comedic. So dark. Very ass, though. Very dick, though. How it feels to chew 5 gum. You have passed a point of no return. It is useless to save now. Muda-da! Muda! True that man has no control, even over his own will. The most fucked up thing I've seen and the most fucked up thing I'm expecting to see. Oh? The most? Oh, we haven't even gotten to the most fucked up shit. Not yet. Desire is beyond good and evil. In fact, they're a common source. Ontological. I guess you can desire a good or bad thing, right? This manga can be said to overemphasize the evil aspects. Its focus is not without reason. No, I'm not reading all that, but looks like he. Oh wow, this dude like writes freaking essays. The comments of like several dozen chapters. Yeah, feel free to read that some. You should write poems if you don't already. Huge Slan fan. Yes, Lady Slan. Or as she's known, the whore princess of the uterine sea. Honestly, the whore princess is a cool name to have. I am pro whore. I am pro female promiscuity. As long as they're having sex with me. Consider the desire that the band felt a few chapters ago, the realization of Griffith's state. This despair was due to the definitive loss of their dream. At that moment, none could speak. One had spoken, all would have broken down, perhaps never to fully recover. To understand the eclipse, you must understand that nature, thus mankind, bears an innate dream, and the order of nature is nothing else than the synthesis, essence of all broken dreams. Nature's own order is the constant obstacle to nature's own dream. Order of nature, the synthesis of all broken dreams. Now humans sometimes realize there are human dreams, and if they can't, they eventually move on, but nature, and thus mankind as a whole, cannot move on from her broken. For it is all she has, her very order, because she cannot move on, cannot allow herself to acknowledge the impossibility of her dream. It would mean to lose even order, the failed aspect of nature. The heart of mankind thus bears this test of despair. When a brighter dream than usual comes and crashes, nature's despair begins to surface in the soul of humans. Yes, Griffith's dream is brighter and greater. And what if a human's personal dream merged with nature's own? What if nature's despair became a human's own? So, like, Griffith is bearing the weight of all of humanity's broken dreams with his own. Griffith is like the Jesus of the manga. Griffith is like gay Jesus. Well, Jesus himself is probably gay as hell as well. You can argue that Griffith suffered more than Jesus, because Jesus like was crucified for what, a few days? Griffith underwent like the worst torture for like a year. What if this human, racked with despair, gave it a voice? Would nature not hear it? Would she not hear herself? Would she not break down, sure to never recover? That is the eclipse. An acknowledgement of fathomless despair. Capital D. Order is grounded in shapeless ideas, and these ideas are grounded in the good. To acknowledge despair is to abandon order. To abandon order is to reject the good. That is why the eclipse and so many other things in Berserk is. So you're saying, you have to move on from despair. Wait, how can you move on from despair if you can't acknowledge it? You're supposed to just ignore it? Stuff it down and pretend it doesn't exist? However, there will come a time when nature's dream will take appropriate shape and rescue her from despair. In truth, it is not this dream that belongs to nature, but that nature exists solely for the accomplishment of this dream through her. For that dream is desire, and only desire can justify desire. Even Griffith is merely a channel. Okay, cool. Something to think about. Maybe I'll understand sometime. If you don't wish to be scarred for life, this should be your jumping point. Nothing more to see. Everyone ends up in a happily ever after scenario. Yeah, don't worry about it. Everyone... Yeah. It all seems scary, but it turns out okay. Just trust me, bro. Imagine how many hours they put into each frame. It's so godly. Yeah, this was back in, like, the early 90s. This was drawn. How much of it was drawn by hand? Was it all by hand? Rickert will be known as Balls of Steel. So, yeah. Bro, it's scaring me, bro. So, yeah. Alright, well, that is all for today. Yes, in the next chapter we will... What happened? Lady Slan. She is hot, though. She is, This is fan service. Look at that pointy little big nose. Yeah, big nose bitches. And those lips. Oh, and the smirk. Look at that smirk. She knows what she's doing. She knows what's about to happen. You puny humans. Oh yeah, she's the kind of girl who knows she's hot. And knows what she does to guys. Anyway, yeah, we'll see more of her and more of a lot of other things in the chapter.